Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour, your source for all hard rock, heavy metal, new metal, alternative, punk, horror punk, hardcore, rock, and all local bands, with your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather.
This is Elissa, the vocalist of Cold Kingdom, and you are listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
The views and opinions of the guests do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of BODS Mayhem Radio Network, its staff, affiliates, or sponsors. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Radio Network.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather, and as always, I'm bringing you guys awesome interviews. Today, it's an honor and a privilege to have Elissa. She's the vocalist of Cold Kingdom. They hail from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and have released their official music video for A New Disaster, the debut single off their upcoming full-length due out this month on the 24th. They also have an album release date and hometown release show May 24th, 7 p.m. at Route 47, Fridley, Minnesota. $10 in advance and $15 at the door. 21 years of age and over. Other bands include Ion, Arson City, Emergent. Also, Cold Kingdom did a West Coast run in support of Shinedown and opening for acts such as Chevelle, Papa Roach, Buck Cherry, Saving Abel, Puddle of Mud, and Non-Point, as well as contributing to some of the Midwest's largest music festivals, including Northern Invasion, Rockfest, Summerfest, Moondance Jam, and Halfway Jam. So, Elissa, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing awesome. Awesome. Glad to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
So let's jump right into this. How's it been working with Tag Publicity so far?
Well, that's been going pretty great. I mean, they got us this interview, so we're super excited about that. Jason, our bass player, kind of does most of the dealings with them. So, yeah, everything's been working out pretty great.
When writing this album, did it push you out of your comfort zone on writing lyrics for these songs, somewhat possibly for you guys?
Oh, gosh, absolutely. So for me, I came in as a second singer, actually. So I have taken over the role of lead singer from the previous singer. And so, yeah, coming into this band, it was a challenge. It was a lot different from the type of music that I was used to writing, but it all kind of fell into place pretty easily and came really naturally. And I kind of share the lyrical and the melodical writing a lot with Evan, our guitarist. He's pretty much like the key writer, and then I kind of come in with some lyrical and melodical ideas. And yeah, it's been a challenge, but it's been really, really great and a lot easier than I thought it would be.
I'm not knocking the previous vocalist or anything like that, but what do you bring to this band that may have been missing, possibly, if anything?
Oh gosh, I can't even. I loved, I mean, I was a fan of the band before I even became a part of it. So, I mean, I can't say a single bad thing about her. I think it will become really clear to everybody we are definitely different singers. She had a lot more grit than I do. I mean, I do have grit and I will get after it, but yeah, I don't know. I really can't say anything bad about her. We're just different singers, different performers. I definitely tend to get more after like the emotional side of the performance and lyrical content and that kind of thing.
What's impressed or excited you the most about working on the new album, if anything, possibly so far? What's caught your eye about it the most?
Everything, pretty much. It's just been really great to be a part of this group. All of the guys that are in this band are just the hardest working dudes that you will meet. They are so dedicated to their craft, to making the band a business and making it successful. And they're just great guys. So I think that's one part of it that has really excited me. And then, of course, another part of it is they already have, like, you know, a pretty big following and have done a lot of the footwork to prepare us to have a successful release and to be able to go out there and tour and get our music into even more hands. So, yeah, all of that has been super exciting.
So you guys have released your official music video for A New Disaster, the debut single off your upcoming album. Was it hard to choose between the current set of songs that you're working on for this album? Which one would be the first single, let alone a video?
I mean, I think at first we kind of were going between a couple, but then this one, to me, kind of was always the front runner. And I think to a couple other people in the band, this one was the front runner. I think just because of what it represents. You know, we have a brand new lineup. It's not just me that's coming into this band. It's Colin, he's on synth and he does backup vocals as well. So, yeah, this song just represents a new chapter for Cold Kingdom. And I think that was something that was important to us to get across. And also kind of something fun about this song, to me personally, before I was even in the band, they had sent over a couple of demos, and Evan had them all written up, and he would basically give me lyrics and a melody to kind of follow. So before I was even in the band, this one stood out to me as one that was super special, and this is actually the first one that I ever did even scratch vocals on and sent back to them, and that's kind of what got everything going. So yeah, this song just represents a lot to all of us.
This also was shot and produced by Trevor Sweeney. How was working with him on this video?
Oh, he was great. I mean, not to toot, our own horn or anything, but I think the video turned out awesome. Between him and Sam, who did the lights, it was awesome. They kind of took what our vision of it was and just brought it to the next level, kind of went above and beyond all our expectations. So it was a lot of fun. And yeah, they were a lot of fun to work with, and they kind of had to be because we were at a brewery until 4 a.m. filming it. So
free beers.
Yeah, we did have a couple of those, and I'm not really a beer person, but I did find a beer I liked. So it was super fun.
The song was actually recorded and mixed by Ian Combs. Is he producing this album for you guys as well, or no?
Yes,
Okay.
he is. So he did their first album, The Moon and the Fool, and then I've worked with him previously with my other band, and so yeah, he is doing this full-length album for us, and he's just a godsend. He is one of the best producers to work with, in my opinion. He just pushes us to get the best out of all of us, and yeah, he's just great to work with.
Yeah, that actually was my question about him. But did he get anything out of you guys that, especially you coming into the band, did he get anything out of you that kind of shocked you possibly?
Yeah, I think so. Like I've always wanted to do, heavier rock music, and I've kind of walked the line on that a little bit with previous projects, but yeah, he got the grit out of me and just different characters in my voice that I didn't necessarily think would be cool. So yeah, I know him pretty well. So yeah, I let him push me, and he just knows how to get that out of you.
I gotta say too, this song actually flows pretty well. I mean, it actually is a really good song from you guys.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I dig it. It's really fun to play live too.
Any song standing out more to you than any right now on this album that you guys are working on? If you could talk about them, possibly. I mean, I know it must change every time you listen to it. I know you guys are close to them, but do you have any that stick out for you, maybe?
Oh, gosh. I do. I do have a couple, and it keeps changing. And now that we actually have a couple of live shows under our belt, like it even continues to change even more. I think, okay, so number one, I would have to say In Your Shadow is one of my favorites. And that one is because it definitely lets out more of an emotional side of the band, I think. And that one is really special because this is one that Evan had sent over to us, and there, all the musical parts were laid down, but the vocal melody and lyrics were not. So this was one that I really got to dig into and kind of put my touch on it and be in charge of the vocal melody and the lyrics and really dig into it that way. And I just remember being really nervous sending it over to them and wondering, oh, I hope they like it. And they freaking loved it. And then we were like, okay, this is really going to work. So that one is really special to me because of that. And then, I don't know, one of the most fun ones to play live is Devil in Me. So that's another one of my favorites. And then Desire. And then just all of them. So I'll try to pick.
Who's doing the cover?
Yeah, no, they're all special in their own way. And yeah, those are just a couple of my favorite ones right now.
Who's doing the cover art or photo for this album?
So we have this awesome graphic designer, Elissa Pearson. She is in the process of designing the whole album artwork. She designed our new crown logo. Yeah, so she's been great. I've worked with her in the past. Like she's awesome. We kind of give her a little bit of an idea of kind of what we're looking for, send her some of the songs so she gets the vibe of the album, and then she just runs with it. And so we're looking forward to seeing the final product of it all.
In your own opinion, what do you hope everyone takes away from this album, or message you hope they hear while listening to it, or just any of Cold Kingdom's music in general? What do you hope they get from it?
I just hope it touches people, or, how, not inappropriately, but I just, hope it moves them in some way or helps them through something. Because, like, for me personally, music has always been such a big part of my life and has helped me through so much and helped me overcome, whether it was listening to it or writing it. So I just hope, it helps someone through something or helps them feel like they're not the only one going through something, and there's other people that relate to them on different levels.
Since you've joined this band, Elissa, do you see this band still musically growing from when you came in, or has it just been more of a personal growth for you and everybody getting on the same page?
Oh, God. I mean, it's been both. So definitely, like, I feel like I've grown as a singer and a musician, but, like, even listening back, I've always admired their music and now our music. And going into this, the whole band is growing and challenging themselves and really, like, digging in and seeing how far can we take this, and just pushing the envelope on every level. So, I mean, you're going to hear, it's still Cold Kingdom. It's still hard rock, and you're going to want to jump around to every song pretty much. But there are some songs in there that are a little different. And I do feel like we've grown individually and as a band a lot over the last almost year now.
Do you like to do anything differently during the writing and recording process to help keep your mind fresh and open, to not let the music get boring or stale? Do you do anything differently to help you out? I mean, I know these are two different concepts, but what do you do possibly?
I think I just go into it super open-minded and just being willing to try different things and just doing stupid things just to, see. So I think, for me, just making sure I go into it like being super open-minded and ready to try whatever and take everybody's ideas and throw out some of my own. I think it's just really important to, just be super, super open and, open-minded about everything.
What can fans expect at a show from Cold Kingdom who have not got to see you guys live as of yet? What are they going to get when they come to see you all live?
A rock show that's going to punch you in the face. We might get whipped by my hair a little bit. They've always been super energetic, and that's what we still are, super energetic. We are going to be jumping around on stage and getting the crowd into it and jumping around too. It's always going to be a fun time.
Being an independent band, do you like this digital era of recording albums to get music out quicker? And now we got social media to reach out to more folks who have not got to hear of Cold Kingdom yet. Do you like this that we're in right now?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think it's great. There is something about, the physical copy that is really special, and I don't want to see that go away. But being able to share our music digitally is great because, we can't get over to Europe right now, but our music can. So it's awesome to be able to share it that way, even if we can't be somewhere. And I mean, of course we love it. I mean, Spotify, we just hit over 100,000 monthly listeners, which is just crazy to me. But yeah, it's a great way to get our music into the ears of people that we might not be able to without it.
What made you want to become a musician? What was that spark for you that said, yeah, that's what I want to do right there?
Well, when I was younger, I actually wanted to be three things: singer, an actress, and a lawyer. So I always kind of, when I was younger, I was actually really, really into theater. And then it just kind of evolved from there. I was like, I'm singing other people's music and acting out other people's like masterpieces. And yeah, at one point it just kind of was like, oh, I think I want to do this on my own. Like, I want to make my own masterpieces. I kind of got into cover bands to start off with, and just by chance found an original band that was looking for just a female backup singer. And then that eventually evolved into me becoming the lead singer of that band. And that, I think the second I kind of sat down with another musician and started writing songs, I was like, there is no turning back on this. This is definitely what I want to do.
Is there a country that stands out or shocks you so far that Cold Kingdom gets support from, or your music even gets played in, that you can tell from your analytics and stuff? Is there any that shock you possibly?
There's a lot over in Europe. We get asked, hey, are you coming over to Italy? Or like, I think there's a place in Finland and Germany loves us. I mean, I think all of this is kind of new territory for me personally. So all of it's just kind of like, holy crap, like you've heard of us? And there's like anime videos of previous songs that Cold Kingdom has released. So
wow.
Yeah, it's all kind of new territory for me. So it's all kind of like daily I get shocked by things like, what?
Is there a band on the bucket list for you that you would like to work, tour with, or even maybe do an old school album split with possibly?
Oh gosh, let's see here. Well, my go-to is Lacey Sturm. She's definitely someone that I look up to as a musician and performer. So that would be really sweet. I would totally tour with her. I would love that. I know the guys would too. It's kind of on our collective, hopefully, bucket list. But yeah, definitely Lacey Sturm.
Folks, you want to get out and pick up this album. The album release date and hometown release show is May 24th, 7 p.m. at Route 47, Fridley, Minnesota. $10 in advance, $15 at the door. 21 and over. Other bands include Ion, Arson City, and Emergent. So get out and check that out. Also, get out and pick up their new single that's out right now, A New Disaster, and the new album that's coming out too later on this month. Alicia, how can folks stay in touch with you guys, buy some merchandise, tour dates, things like that, and this album when it comes out? How can they do that?
So we are on all the socials. So Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, it's at Cold Kingdom Band. And then our website is coldkingdom.com. That has the video, that's going to have music up there, some updated photos, all of our tour information. And then, we are always up on Facebook and doing crazy Instagram stories. So, definitely make sure you follow us on all of those.
Before I let you go, would you care to do a promo for my show?
I would love to. All right. This is Elissa, the vocalist of Cold Kingdom, and you are listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Everybody stick around. We got some great stuff coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and BODS Mayhem Radio Network. Get out and check out our Facebook page. It has our podcast link, YouTube link, soon a Twitch link, and get out and check out Cold Kingdom. Pick up their new album, A New Disaster, and their new single, A New Disaster, out now. You won't be disappointed in this band. Really good stuff coming out of Minnesota with these guys. So thank you so much, Alicia, and wish you guys the best of luck.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.